Started. Okay.
Like given, please proceed.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, good evening, one and all present here. Great honor and privilege in welcoming each and everyone who are gathered here. And today is an 1884 online training program organized by JCI Salem Sultan and Delta Entrepreneurs. So it's a great privilege on behalf of JCI and Delta Entrepreneurs. Welcome each and everyone. Uh, yes, going to the next part of agenda. Request our own sir to have a few words. Over to
Yeah,
you now.
all the best and successful seminar today. Please go ahead, auditor. Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. And, going to next agenda. Before officially hand over to our host president, Sasiya sister. Welcome. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. It's been a privilege to host this event. Thank you so much once again. JCI India, Zone 29, JCI Salem Sultan, and Delta Entrepreneurs Association together present today's ID program is called to order. JCI Creed, we believe that faith in God gives meaning and purpose to human life, that the brethren of man transcends the sovereignty of nations, that economic justice can best be won by free men through free enterprise, that government should be of laws rather than of men, that Earth's great treasure lies in human personality, and that service to humanity is the best work of life. It's a great evening today, and I welcome you all for this very prestigious ID program today, Digi Parenting. So, whoever has come here in your busy schedule, thank you so much, and I welcome you all once again. The chief guest intro by myself.
It's myself, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Can I,
Yes.
ma'am?
By Sri Bharat. Yeah. By Sri Bharat. Yes. You can take.
Thank you for the privilege, madam. So today's times it's times to intro our chief guest. He is a trainer, mentor, and life coach, and at present a provisional national trainer too. A power of passion and purpose. He is a dynamic trainer who blends wisdom with warmth. A certified provisional national trainer from prestigious Junior Champa International India. He is inspiring countless individual through his impactful section on personality development and soft skills. From classrooms to corporate hall, he has journeyed across South India, empowering students and professionals alike in key areas such as communication, interpersonal relationship, public speaking, time management, and creative thinking. His training section are more than just just literature. There are transformation experience that helps participants unlock potential, enhance efficiency, and managing stress with confidential and clarity. Beyond the training areas, he is so many creative heads. He is celebrated through cultural and stage fear actor also. As an art filmmaker by profession, he visual storyteller has comes alive in numerous economic and championships. It's none another than it's a one and only in today's our chief guest JCEG Suresh sir on the floor with a warm welcome, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for this wonderful introductions, this is Srivath. Good evening, everyone.
Thank.
I'm truly happy and honored to be a part of this wonderful session on Digi Parenting organized by Delta Entrepreneurs Federation and this is Salem Sultan. First of all, I want to appreciate Chairperson J.C. Nasia and Program Directors Mr. Talmana and J.C. Sri Bharat and the entire team for organizing this meaningful program. A special thanks to the faculty, J.C. Andal Ranga, for sharing her wisdom on such an important topic. Actually, today, parenting is no longer just about guiding children in the real world, but also in digital world. From social media to screen time, from safety to values, digital parenting is now a major part of our responsibility. That's why this kind of awareness sessions are very important. I also admire the consistency and commitment of the Delta team. 1,884 days of learning and sharing. It's really inspiring. Thank you once again for inviting me. I feel proud to be among such a passionate change makers. Thank you. Jai Hind, JJCA. Be better. Let's rise together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We are pleased to welcome you here. And we all in this ID program who are all present here, we all are waiting to get portrayed in your ad films very soon, sir.
Sure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. And a warm welcome to you here, sir. And it's my privilege to introduce today's faculty. Let me do it. She has embarked on her spiritual journey during her school years, guided by her religious teacher. Over the years, she has evolved into an individual who seamlessly integrates professional excellence with service to humanity. As a parent to Ruchitra and Maharishi, she fulfills her family responsibilities with grace while simultaneously leading an educational institution of 800 students and 60 faculty members as an administrative officer. Her contributions extend beyond administration as she actively conducts training sessions for educators on a diverse range of topics, including classroom management, pedagogy, digitalization in education, blended and activity-based learning, and student counseling. She previously served as a pharmacist in Walgreens, a leading pharmaceutical company in United States. Academically accomplished, she earned her master's degree in dietetics administration from the University of Kentucky, Lexington, USA, and with an 85% distinction. Her commitment to social impact led her to join JCI, a leadership and personal development organization, where she progressed to the esteemed role of zone trainer while pursuing her lifelong mission of service. She lives by the powerful motto, knowing is not knowing until you start doing. She exemplifies this philosophy through action, demonstrating an unwavering commitment to education, mentorship, and community service. She is an honor. It's an honor to introduce you to a person who knows what she does and does what she knows, Mrs. Ranga Lakshmi Andal. It's my great privilege to welcome you here, ma'am. And the chair officially recognizes the presence of all the JCA members across India and all the Delta Entrepreneur Association members, the founder, the secretary, the treasurer, and all the program directors, and especially Tanmanam sir, today's program director. Thank you so much for being here. And the floor is officially handed over to Lakshmi ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the introduction. And Suresh ji has mentioned, it is a wonderful initiative by all of you, and it's not a easy task to conduct so many training sessions. And it provides a lot of motivation for people like me to conduct a session like this. And very special thanks to Harish sir also. Thank you so much. So let us start the session without much ado. So I will share my screen. So please tell me if you're able to view it.
Yes, ma'am.
You're able to view? All right.
With the divine blessings also, ma'am.
That is the Lord that we pray to.
And we got darshan today, ma'am.
So, Digi parenting. So, what do you think this is? Digi parenting, as the name suggests, it is about parenting in the digital era. So, how many of you, can you tell me with the raise of your hands, how many of you have, kids? How many of you have kids on your own? You can just raise your hands and I can see that. Okay. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? If you don't have kids on your own, do you have any nieces, nephews, like your sister's kids, or any kids that you have seen
Yeah,
grown up in front of you?
I have a sister's child, ma'am. He is very naughty. Uh,
Yes.
I have a niece and a nephew. Actually, kind of parenting.
Yes. Nieces and nephews, they are the most difficult to parent. Do you agree with me?
Definitely, ma'am.
You have to be their parent. If you have your own children, it is easier. But if you have to parent your nieces and nephews, it is much more difficult.
Yeah, that is there, ma'am, from past 5 years to 10 years.
Oh, wow. That is a tough task for sure. So, so I see that almost all of you have some kind of exposure dealing with children. And they might be of age 2 or 4 or 6 or 10, 12, 15, 18, 20, 22, 25. Even until the age of 25, we still consider them as kids. Do you all agree with me? If you agree with me, just type yes in the chat box. Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's the Indian style of parenting, isn't it? Where we think of them as our kids until they are 25, 30 also. And then all of us might be nearing 40s. And even at that time, our parents treat us like very little kids. So that's the Indian way of raising kids. All right. I see the responses. Thank you for responding. So, all our Indian parents, like all of us do this. All of us, we think that we need to take care of the interests of our own children till they become independent. So, at what age do they become independent? So, some people think that they become independent once they reach 10 years old. Once they're able to take bath by themselves or something, they're independent. And some people, they think that if they are like 15 years old, they become independent. Some people think if they're 18 years old, they're independent. And some people, even if they're 30-year-old children, they don't think they're independent. What do you all think? Can you tell me?
Ma'am, actually, when they do their physical works, they tend to be physically independent only, but emotionally independent, it takes time, ma'am.
Exactly. It takes a lot of time for them to become emotionally independent. But the way we
right.
think about our children, that differs from country to country. Like in our country, we want them to become emotionally independent, and that is how we take care of them. And we make sure that they become emotionally independent and strong before they leave the home, isn't it? But in Western countries, children become very emotionally independent by the time they are like 10, 11 years old. Like I have worked in schools in the US, and I have volunteered my time there also. And then I have worked in a hospital, I have worked in several community clinics and everything. And then wherever I went there, I was very surprised to see how early they think their children are independent. And surprisingly, I don't know if it is the genetics or the way they have their parenting techniques. Some children become so independent by the time they have a second sibling. Like the first child will be around 8 years old, and then the second child will be around 2 or 3 years old. And this 8-year-old will be taking care of the 2-year-old by themselves because both parents are usually working. And then this older kid, they take care of the younger kid. So we used to see that style in the olden days, like when you hear about your grandparents and their parents. So they have a lot of children. Usually they used to have like 7 children, 8 children. Like my mother, they are like 5 siblings. And her cousins, there are like 7 siblings. Like that also they are there. So by the time they have the younger child in the family, the older child is old enough to take care of the younger child. But nowadays, what we do is the gap between our children is like more. But then emotionally, do you think they are independent by the time they are like 7 or 8 years old? Or even when they are 14 years old, do you think children can take care of themselves all on their own? If not your own children, children that you see on a daily basis, what do you all think? Can you share your opinions with me? You can type in the chat box.
Madam, there is no option for chatting apart from hosts.
Oh, there's no option for chatting?
Disabled by the host. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Let me
For
see.
typing the message, it is saying that host has disabled group chat.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
I will see to it.
Okay, I can only see the signs. Okay.
Ma'am, just a second, ma'am. Mohan Harish Pro, are you there? Can you just see to the settings once again?
Just a minute. You can proceed. I will make it. I will make it.
Okay. Yes. Sir is able to type. Harish sir is able to type. Yes, even if they grow old, maybe. Okay. So sometimes they're able to take care, but many times they're not able to be independent. That is how most of the children are becoming nowadays, right? So in this era, so what is this digital parenting? So that is what, sir?
Madam. Now you can. Everyone can chat.
Everyone can chat. Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. So to understand what digital parenting is, it is nothing but the parents' supervision of the child's online activity using the digital gadgets that are accessible to them. So this digital parenting is something that is gaining a lot of importance nowadays, because many households, when you see, gadgets are very much inevitable. They are very much inevitable, and we cannot avoid gadgets. Can we avoid gadgets? Yes or no? Can we avoid gadgets in our life? Can you type in the chat box? Just type yes or no. Not at all. Yes. We can avoid gadgets. Okay. No, no. Okay. All right. We cannot. Yes, that's correct, Wilson, sir. We cannot. So tell me one more quick question for all of you. Since this morning, since you woke up in the morning, how many times did you have to use your phone? How many times? You can type whether approximate. You don't have to count. Just recall for a minute and see how many times you had to use your gadget since morning. It might be your phone. It might be your tab. It might be your computer, or it might be your television, or it might be just your iPods if anybody is still using them, or it might be music in your car. It can be anything. So how many times do you think you have used it since morning? 30 times, 40 times, 50 times? My number is like 500 today. I have counted it since morning. Every time I picked up my phone, I just counted. Yes, it's become like our breath count. Very much, ma'am. Infinite. Yes, Radha ma'am. Yes, that is very true. So throughout your working hours, you have to, you have to be with your mobile. Let me just take a brief moment and welcome Santosh sir. He's our zone president for Zone 4. Thank you so much for being here, Santosh sir. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. Thank you so much for giving your time here. Thank you so much. And welcome to the session.
Thank you so much, Pilot Madam, and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Rock the show.
Yes, Nazia ma'am, you raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, your voice is like on and off, so I couldn't hear your questions properly. Maybe my
okay.
answers may be on and off too.
Okay, okay. I'll just repeat the question once again. I was just asking how many times you had to use a gadget since morning, whether it is your phone or your laptop or your, TV or your computer or music in your car. How many times you had to use your device in these days? In just one day, from
Okay,
morning
ma'am.
to bedtime. It's like breath count. So yes, you answered it correctly, ma'am. So it is like so many times. And when did you start using anything digital? So I'm guessing all of us were born after 80s only. So I'm not going to ask more details than that. At least we are all born after 1980s only. That much I'm sure. So when did we all start using these gadgets completely? Maybe like a decade ago, right? So we started using these gadgets like a decade ago. It entered into our life. I'm not talking about the first time we started using gadgets. I'm talking about how much we got used to these gadgets. Like without the gadget, we cannot, spend our day. That phase, and especially during COVID time, it has become a much more pastime to us. It is more a need, necessity, comfort, luxury, whatever you call it. Without the gadget, we cannot imagine our life, isn't it not? We have so many digital resources in our house. What do you all say, yes or no? You can just type yes or no in the chat
Yes.
box. Yes, ma'am. Yes. So there is no life without the gadget. So imagine our childhood. When we were children, what were our favorite pastimes? What did we do when we were back home from school, or when we were at home during holidays, when our cousins were home? So what is it that we did at home? Can you list any activities here? Just type in the chat box. Like we used to play a lot of hide and seek, all holidays, all sorts of physical games. Can you name a few games that you used to play? Anyone else also? Any kinds of games that you, yes, badminton you all used to play. Yes, that's correct. Hide and seek, Ludo. Yes, we used to play all those things. And then if we were bored or tired playing games, then what we used to do, we used to sit and chat with all our neighbors, friends, and everybody. And then there were times when we had power cuts, and then we used to have this beautiful time with everybody. Yes, police and thief, chess, yes, shuttle, cycling. So now let us think about our kids that we are seeing in our life. Okay. How these kids are. Let us think about them for 1 minute. What are these kids doing in their free time? What are they doing? What are their favorite pastimes? When did they start, using these digital devices? When did they start? So let us have a small, brief discussion regarding this topic. Like, how did digital devices, when and how they entered into our kids' lives, and what do they usually like to do in their free times? I'm going to divide you all into a breakout rooms, different breakout rooms. Just discuss for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then we'll come back into this meeting, and then we will share what you all have discussed. Okay. I'm going to make 4 breakout rooms. Okay. And then we're going to create. Okay, in room 1, we have Miss Radha, Devadarshini, iPhone, and then I don't have the names, so I'm not going to read them out. So I'm going to open all the rooms. So please participate actively. It's only for 3 to 4 minutes. That is all. Can you all please join into these breakout rooms? Devdarshini ma'am, can you please join into that room, room 1? Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. So let us continue with the session. So in your breakout rooms, you have discussed how these children are nowadays and how they are getting access to digital devices and when they have started. So firstly, in the chat window, please type at what age does this generation have access to digital devices versus us? Like we started using devices when we turn 20, 25 years old, that is when we have started using. So when did these children start? Nasriya ma'am, you have raised your hand. Can you please type in the chat window? Or you
Yes,
can
ma'am. That is what I wanted to ask you, whether to chat or...
Yes, you can say it out loud, ma'am, or type in the chat window. Anything, whatever is comfortable for you, it is fine.
Okay, ma'am. As a cumulative idea of room 3, we 4 of us, we had discussed and we came to a conclusion that kids, more of them, they are already portrayed to the electronic gadgets from childhood, but
Yes.
still it had boomed up and went to a peak in COVID time.
That's correct.
Unanimously, all kids were made to use the electronic gadgets because they were away from school. So they had to use it regularly, ma'am.
Yes, very much. It has become
This was our
mandatory
idea.
for them. Yes, they were born and brought up with those devices right from the month's age. Does everyone agree with this, or do you have any different points? Any other rooms? Do you all have anything else to add to what Nazia ma'am has said? Okay, I take it as a no, and then I'm proceeding further. And what you have discussed in your team is exactly true, ma'am. Right from birth, because they cannot still stare at a device at birth. Probably that is why we are not giving them anything digital at that point of time. But right from 1 year old children, they start using the gadgets and they are born and brought up with that. So what we have to understand about this generation is like how people are to us, digital devices are like that to those children. They are not something different, and these children don't feel that they are using something out of the ordinary and they're using some great technology or anything of that sort. For them, it is a part and parcel of their life. Like for us, how walking, talking, and running is, how it was in our childhood. For these children, these digital devices are in that manner. For them, the digital world is in that manner. Like once when I went to a training in school, I have asked them to draw what is in their mind, what is going on in their mind. And then I have asked the teachers also to do the same thing, to draw what is on their mind. So when it came to the teachers, whether it was male teachers or female teachers, what they drew was they were thinking about home because they were at workplace. They were thinking about their siblings, parents, and then their health, their food, all these things they were thinking. And these students, all the time, they were thinking about social media. They were thinking about Instagram, Facebook, how many likes they will get. And they were thinking about TikTok videos and what content they have to create in the future. And then what videos they should watch in the future. That is what was going on in their mind. It was so interesting to see that generational gap between them and us. Their world is completely filled with social media and then technology, games, all these things. That is what their world is. And then when people talk to us and we think about us, what we think about is how to collaborate with other people and how to talk to other people. Even if it comes to us when we are talking about ourselves also, when we have a device in our hands, we don't talk to other people. That is what becomes of us. Just imagine when you're traveling in a train or an aeroplane. So just imagine the co-passengers that are there along with you on the train. Does anybody raise their head and talk to you? Nobody talks to you, even when you are traveling. So they just, they are into their devices. Whatever device they have in their hands, they're into their devices and they just look at the devices. whether it is scrolling through social media or actually studying something. I'm not saying it will only be like something negative, but we are all so dependent on the digital media. So let me show you one small video, okay? And then I will tell you, let us talk about that, okay? I will show you this video. Please tell me whether you can hear this or not.
The video is not visible, ma'am.
The video is not visible, sir?
Oh, yeah. Even you are not shared the screen share at all.
Oh, you cannot see my screen. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So could you understand what the child was trying to do? The child is trying to speak with Alexa because he has a younger sibling there on the floor, and he is mad with her. He's angry at the younger sibling. So he's trying to resolve that conflict with Alexa. He's trying to complain about her to Alexa. And he has his both parents right there, but he wants to talk to Alexa right there. In the second video, that little boy, he is hardly 2 years old and he just learned how to talk. He will not be more than 2.5 maximum. And then in the middle of the night, rather than speaking with his parents, he's actually speaking to Alexa. And then Alexa responds to him. Whenever he wants to speak with somebody, Alexa responds to him like this. Within seconds, it responds to him. And then he wants to see his dad, but dad cannot hear him. And before dad can respond, Alexa can respond to him. And then Alexa is an AI bot. So what is Alexa thinking? It cannot understand human emotions. So what is Alexa thinking? It is thinking that he wants to buy something called dad. So it added it to its shopping cart, apparently. And what is this little boy thinking? That whenever he wants to see dad or whenever he wants to talk to dad, he's supposed to go through Alexa rather than go call his dad. That is what in his little mind. That is what is going on. So let us see the third one.
Adal madam, I think video is in mute. Actually, we can't hear the sound.
You can't hear the sound, sir?
Yes.
Is everyone else able to hear, ma'am? Nobody is able to hear?
No, ma'am. Actually, I had already mentioned it's not audible in the chat box.
Oh, okay. No problem. You can just watch it and then I will explain it to you because there are subtitles. And I'll explain it after the video.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So from the third video, what we could observe is once again, it's a very young boy and he doesn't know what is real and what is not. At that age, they do not have the capacity to differentiate between reality and fiction. They do not know the difference. So at that young age, that boy is thinking that he can share his feelings with Alexa. Can Alexa resolve his problems? Alexa cannot resolve his problems. But he found Alexa as a new companion. And he thinks that Alexa is somebody who hears to him, who listens to him, and who takes care of him. Because Alexa might make a phone call. If the parents have connected Alexa to their phone calls and messages and everything, so Alexa might automatically send a message to the parents saying that your kid is talking to me, so call him. It might be something like that might be going on. And maybe the CC cameras in the home are connected to Alexa. So Alexa will see what is going on in the CC cameras and then let the parents know what is going on with the child, give them an alert or give them an SMS or give them a ping and say, hey, watch your kid. He's asking something. So if you think about this in the child's perspective, so whether it is a 2-year-old or a 4-year-old, as I said, whatever age they are, until they are like 12 to 14 years also, they think these AI bots are more realistic. They like to talk with these AI bots because AI bots are never negative. They never ever say wrong things or bad things to you. They are trained to be empathetic. Unlike the humans, humans can be angry sometimes, and humans can be busy. They cannot talk in the same tone, same modulation all the time. So, what are we teaching our kids? We are teaching them to be very tech savvy. They're very, very tech savvy. So, that is what we need to understand from their perspective. Them using these digital devices or them making use of technology is not something external to them. It is not something out of the way that they are doing. It is something that is a part and parcel of their life. That is something we should understand very clearly about our children, about the next generation, about the digital generation that we have right now. That is something we have to understand very clearly as adults. Otherwise, we will have very unrealistic expectations from them. And once we don't meet expectations, we all know what happens. We get angry. And then because of anger, we damage the relationship that we have with our children. And that damage is very difficult to be undone. Very, very difficult to be undone. So today I'm going to help you all identify those things. How these things happen and how we can help ourselves, how we can help our children. That is what I'm trying to help you with today. So there are different phases in the parenting development. Like in the infant stage, when they are little babies, they observe us and they see how we use our digital devices. So they think like how we are talking to our parents, same way they can also get the devices and interact with them. Even in the toddler and preschool stage also. we should always encourage independence for them while we are setting boundaries for them. So we just cannot say, okay, give me your device. I'm not going to give you the phone anymore. I'm not going to give you the tab anymore. We cannot say that to them because it is an integral part of their life. So we have to set some boundaries and say, hey, so see, this is what we are going to do from today onwards. So let us stick to these limits. That is very, very important. And once they get to the school age, it is not just us who the children interact with, no matter what age group they are, whether they're going to preschool or middle school, high school, college, wherever they are going, we are not the only people they interact with. We are only a small part of their world. They have a very big world where they have friends and they have people who are bullying them, maybe they have their teachers, their lecturers, and then other peers, other adults in their life. So we should give them some room for personal exploration where they have to explore things by themselves and we have to help them explore it. And then when it comes to adolescence, that is the trickiest part of life, adolescence, because there is a saying in the Western countries, they say if your kid hates you, it means you're doing something right. So they say that. Have you all ever heard of that saying? If your kid hates you, you're doing something right. Have you ever heard that saying? You can just say yes or no. You can type in the chat box.
Ma'am, actually, all the kids, maximum, they hate the parents, even if they do right or not.
Exactly. They do hate us. Because unlike Alexa or Google or any other chatbot, we have modulations. We just go, hey, what are you doing today? And then we'll say, hey, just don't operate the mobile now. Or we'll say, how many times should I tell you? Da? How many times will I tell you not to do this? And then we have all these different modulations going on and saying them no so many times. So they keep hating us more and more and more. So how do we resolve that problem? So tell me really quickly, how techy is your home? Type in the chat box, how many devices are there in your home? Can you type in the chat box? In my home, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13. I have 13 devices in my home. Nearly 7 to 8, yes. Yes, 6, 3, okay. Only your mobile and TV. That's really great. Okay. So these devices, when we have so many devices in our home around us, whether it is 3 or 4 or 5 or like too many like my home, it is inevitable for these children to start using these devices. And there are so many talking chatbots here. The Google Assistant, Siri, Cortana from Microsoft, Alexa. And then children are so used to speaking with them. They just have fun sitting there and talking to Alexa and asking how it is doing, whether it has eaten or not. You should hear those questions when these young children talk to Alexa. It is a lot of fun for them. So why do we need this digi-parenting in this era? Firstly, we need this proper parenting in this digital era so that we can bridge the gap between that digital generation and the current scenario that we are facing. We need to bridge that gap between them and us. And then we have to be competent ourselves and see what is going on in this digital world. And because of this digital media, digital platforms, all these things, how it is affecting our kids' life. In order to know that, we have to be competent ourselves. And then we should always achieve that delicate balance between supervising our child's behavior online and then same time we have to, not make them feel as if we are watching over them all the time. We should not be like eagles and hawks over them where we are observing them with so many, so many eyes and ears with them. Sir, Harish sir, you have raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, PowerPoint presentation is not shown. Only the video, YouTube.
Oh, again, it is not shown, sir. I wonder why that is happening. Okay. I'll share my screen.
Presentation.
Thank you for informing, sir. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. All right, so this is the need for digital parenting. So the first scenario is to reduce the digital generation gap that we have between the kids and us. And then we have to become competent ourselves. And then we have to achieve the delicate balance between supervising our children's online behavior and at the same time making sure that they are behaving well online. So this is a new term that people have coined nowadays. They say children are digital natives, whereas parents are digital migrants. Can anybody tell me what it means? Digital natives, what does that mean? Can you type in the chat box, please? What does that mean? Digital natives. Radha ma'am, Pratima ma'am. Can you all just type in the chat window?
It might be digital natives means because nowadays kids are we all are always giving mobile phones to kids, so they are addicted, but not adapting to the technology. That is regarding the parents side. I'm saying it. So all the parents are known as digital pilgrims.
Okay.
Depends upon.
Actually, sir, digital natives means, as they have typed in the chat window, it means they are born and brought up with it. Digital natives. That is why they are called digital natives.
They
And
already
we are
live in digital world.
migrants because, sir?
They are already living in digital world, and parents
Yes.
are trying to migrate to digital world, right?
Exactly, sir. And parents are trying to adapt themselves to this digital world. So that is why they are known as migrants and they are known as natives. But we have one advantage over them because we have life experience. We already have critical thinking skills. So we can deal with critical situations and then we can help them out in that manner. They might be digitally advanced than us, but we have a lot of life experience and a lot of critical thinking skills. And that is where our expertise helps them out. And then what do we do to avoid all these things? What do we do? We have to be a good digital role model ourselves. Like we should be able to say, hey, let me put my device aside when I come home and then let me spend some time with my child. Let me do that. So we should be consistently doing that with our children. So they will know that, okay, so there should be some time where I don't look at the screen all the time, but I have to be and talk to other people. So that is what the children should learn from us. So we should be a good digital role model ourselves. And then another practice that we can do is we should have open communication, open talks, and we should share and discuss with the children. So people might be thinking, what is so common between us? So they are very young and we are very old. So what is that common topic that goes on with us? You can just sit down and you can ask them, hey, how did your day go? They might not respond to us maybe for the first 1 week or sometimes it might take 15 days depending upon the mentality of your child, but eventually they will open up to us. Initially we should take the initiative and we should say, hey, this is what I did from morning, and this is the difficulty I faced in my workplace, or this is something that I have achieved today, this is something that I appreciated today, this is something that I really liked in my day, and when you were away, this is what I have eaten, and then I was thinking about you. And then you start pouring out your heart to them. And then they will eventually, there will be those cracks in that wall between you and them, where they will start responding back to you. And then once they start responding back to you, their digital time will be reduced, and you will have a nice peek into their world, and you will be able to understand what is going on in their world. why they are mad or why they are happy or why they are so tensed. We will learn from their own words. So we should always have an open communication with our children. And then we should keep track and have information. So I'm not saying you should become like CBI, CID, and you then, once the kid leaves the house, immediately you pick up their device and just go through the browsing history and then see what is going on in their digital device. Or if they took your phone for a few minutes, you just immediately go and check the browser history right in front of them. We should never ever do that. Never ever check what they have done right in front of their eyes. We should keep track, we should have information, but we should act smartly. We should act very smartly, where they do not doubt us or they do not have a feeling that my mom or my dad or my uncle or my aunt, they are spying on me. They should not feel in that manner. So, like when they step outside or when they go out to play or when they are doing their homework, maybe you take the device into a different room and then you can keep track of whatever is going on in their device. Okay. And then what there is one more thing we can do. We should be ready to learn, relearn, and unlearn. That is a very, very, very important point. As adults, none of us can relearn or unlearn. It is so tough, so very tough to relearn and unlearn. I don't know if you have ever heard this saying, but they say a young person's mind is like a white paper, and then a mind of an older person is like a newspaper, because everything is already there in our mind. Everything is already written. We have made opinions, we have made choices, we have decided on things, and everything here is like completely like a newspaper, it is there. But then when it comes to our kids' life, we have to be ready to learn from them. And if we are wrong, we have to have the capacity, and we should have the audacity to say, yes, I am wrong, I am sorry. We should be able to say that. And then we should be able to unlearn what we know. Sometimes we might think, hey, playing games online is a bad thing, don't play anything. So that is something like a taboo that we already have. We already decided it's a prejudice, and we say you cannot play any game. So we don't know what they are playing. We don't know whether it is appropriate for them or not, but we just decide and we tell them, hey, don't do that, don't do this. So we should be ready to relearn and unlearn from our children. That is a very important aspect. And then before we give a device to our children, we should make sure that all types of parental controls are enabled in that device. And the ratings are, appropriate for whatever age group we are handing it over to. There is content nowadays, even where a 18-year-old is not supposed to be watching it or seeing it. Like if you come across these apps, Amazon or Netflix, or many other apps that are going on in the social media right now, there is so much of content that you don't want your children to see, even when they are 18 or 20. Such bad language and bad visuals, so many things are going on. And then so much of bullying that is going on, even in Instagram or Twitter accounts. So let us be prepared before giving them, before giving them, let us be prepared with parental controls, and, set up time limits, and then have statistics sent to your email ID, and see how long they are spending on each app, or how much time they are spending typing something, or how much time they are spending on educational things. All of that can be monitored in the digital world nowadays. So let us, be prepared in that manner, and then hand them whatever they need. And then teaching online etiquette, I cannot stress the importance of this. Recently, what happened was, my son, he loves to play chess, and he was playing chess online. And then there was this older guy who started asking him about his personal information. And the chatbot randomly paired him with somebody with his rating. And then he was paired up with some adult. And then what happened is that guy started asking him many questions. Asked him, what is your age? What is your name? What is your actual place of living? What is your address and everything? And then he was like, why are you asking me all this? What is the need? And he was like, I'm not going to play the next move unless you tell me all of this. And then he got very angry. He is 12 years old. He got very angry and he started, I'm not supposed to tell you anything or like this. My mom told me not to tell you. So with that sentence, he gave away that he's a kid. The other guy was just trying to find out how much information he can. And with that one sentence, this guy gave away that he's still a kid. And then he started sending him inappropriate links. And then my son was like totally shocked. But I have already spoken with him about these different dangers about online bullying and stuff. So immediately he came to me and he was like, Amma, I cannot switch this off. I don't know what to do now. So immediately what we did was we just turned off the tab altogether. And then we gave a gap of about 5 to 10 minutes. And then we turned the tab back on. We went into the app and we went into his recently played matches. And then we reported that guy to that app authority and we blocked him. And we sent a message to the admin of that app saying that please have a screening process because it is a very famous app. I'm not going to say the name of the app, but it is very famous. Many people use it, thousands and lakhs of people use it. But still, such dangers are there around us. So we need to educate our children so that they are not panicking and they are not, like having a war of messages with the other person. They are not giving in to their emotions. Okay. So this is another famous saying which says that the family that learns together, it stays together. So we should always be prepared for the right kind of parenting in the digital age. Then you will have wonderful kids who will not be afraid to use the digital world. And at the same time, they'll be able to interact with you and support you. And you will be able to have a very two-way relationship with them. So let us just do a small need assessment here. Okay. I'm going to share a handout. Please see the handout. Okay. And write down what you think in your for your children. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Handout 1 digital day map. So what it basically says here is reflect on how your child's day is divided between different activities, including screen time, sleep, school, and play. So if this was a physical session, I would have given you some space to draw it, but you can use a paper that is with you because you need not share it with me. It is only for self-reflection. So just draw a circle on a paper and then you just draw lines and see how much time is spent on screens. Just draw it on a piece of paper and see how much time they spend on screen, how much time they spend playing, how much time they spend sleeping, and how much they spend for social interaction. So you can just label it like a pie chart, like this circle you can draw, and then you can just divide the circle into different blocks like a pizza cutter. I'll just give you a minute of time. Think and draw it. Okay. And then you can share that information. Whatever you're comfortable sharing, you can share it with me or you can type in the chat box also. We'll just take a minute. Later on, I'm going to share this handout with you. Because self-reflection is very, very important. Whether we give this information to others or not, this self-reflection is very important for us. All right. The 1 minute is over. So do you mind sharing with me what you have felt? Have you thought about the information that is given on the handout? How much time do your children spend on the screens every day? Can you tell me? Radha ma'am? Any children that you have seen? Ramya? You can type in the chat box also. Nazia ma'am or Pratima ma'am, anybody.
It's done, ma'am. Sent you in chat box.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. I just shared this first handout that I have shown to you. You can save it if you would like to, and then you can use it after when you are with your kids also. You can use it later on. Yes, ma'am. Very true. Very true. That is exactly how it goes for many, many children. All right. So let us move on to the next phase. So how do we build this strong parent-children relationship? So we should always be open in communication. We should always be approachable, and we should always be ready to listen where, the children do not fear coming to us. They should not feel that, oh my God, what will my mom say or what will my dad say if I go and tell them this? So we should always encourage that open communication with them. And we should always spend some quality time with them, spending some undistracted time with children, and then it will strengthen the bond between them and us. And we should show some physical and verbal affection to the children, whether even if they understand us very easily, we should be able to say, hey, I love you a lot. I know that I was mad earlier, but I'm sorry about it. I will make myself better. Or you can say, I'm just wondering why you are spending so much time online. What is going on? What is going on with your school project? Or you can ask, okay, what is going on with your college admissions? Is everything okay? What is going on in your workplace? So we should show that verbal and physical affection to our children. Only then we can build strong relationships with them. And then instead of criticizing our children, we should focus on positive reinforcement, like rather than shouting at them or yelling at them and saying, hey, you did something wrong. We should always give them some positive statements. We can, for example, we can say, hey, you have been doing this for such a long time. I understand that you are enjoying that activity, but why not try something new? Let us try something new. In that manner, we can give them some positive statements. Okay. And then we should set clear expectations with our children. We should communicate what boundaries that we have set and what we would like them to do, what we would like them to be, so that they are clear with what is expected of them. Instead of just thinking of it in our mind and later on just saying, hey, why you didn't do that? We should not be doing in that manner. We should be able to communicate clearly with them by setting clear expectations. And then we should always have active listening. We should take time to understand our child's perspective without interrupting them. Sometimes what we do is we don't let the child finish, especially when they're teenagers, in their adolescence, when they're in inter degree and all. When they try to explain something to us, we say, hey, just shut up. Don't say anything. Don't talk anything. I don't want to listen to whatever you are saying. No, don't say anything to me right now. I don't want to listen to you. So we do those things because we are angry. So we should reduce our anger and we should try to listen to them in an active manner. Only then we can connect with our children. Doesn't matter which age group they are, but that is when we can connect with them and have positive parenting. And then to help them be in a disciplined manner, we need to tell our children that when you do something inappropriate, then what will happen is there will be some kind of consequence. You should teach them accountability. You know what happened recently in our school? We had deadlines, deadline to pay fees, deadline to choose their subjects. And there is a deadline for everything. Whatever you start, there will be a deadline for anything. Today, Harish sir was saying, today is the deadline, last day to file the GST taxes. So, and then as usual, everybody wants to file it on the last day. That is because we procrastinate many things and then we go and do it on the last day. But then sometimes what happens, we miss the deadlines. So what happened in our school, this child, this kid, he is into 11th standard right now. He missed a deadline and he did not give a choice for his elective subject. And then we had to submit that to CBSE. So when we submitted that to CBSE, and now he is so mad, he's so stubborn, and he is unable to understand that we cannot change it. He's like, what is the big deal? Just send them another email and tell them that you forgot to send one child's choice, you send it to them. So we are like, no, that cannot happen. So when you forget something, when you are delayed in doing something, it will have a consequence. But that boy, he doesn't want to take no for an answer. He's like, he just wants to get it done no matter what. So we should uh, get our children used to that. When you take a decision, when you make a choice, or when you don't do something, there will be some kind of consequence that will teach them accountability. In turn, it will make them be very, very disciplined. Okay. And then we should always reward good behavior so that it is they repeat that good behavior. Like, for example, they put their gadget away when you have guests at home. Somebody comes to visit us, and then you have your kid, whether it is a teenage kid or a kid who's like started working just now, whatever age they are in, if they don't interact with the people who are there. So what we should do is, when they actually decide to spend time, so we should appreciate that. As I mentioned earlier, verbally we should tell them, hey, I appreciate it that you are sitting down and you're spending time with us. We feel very happy that you are with us. We might think, I'm the parent, why should I say thank you to these children? Or I'm their aunt or uncle, I'm the adult here, why should I say thank you? Isn't it their responsibility? It is their responsibility, but in their digital age, in their digital era, in their digital world, uh, talking to people is not at all in their agenda. They do not want to talk to people. They do not want to interact with people. They are just happy being by themselves. They're just happy to do that. And very surprisingly, according to WHO, more than 80% of this Gen Z, the ones that are born after 2000, they are very happy to be by themselves. They really don't want any companionship or company. They are happy to be all alone by themselves. So when they're wired to be like that, it takes a lot of effort from their side, from our side, to make them interact with people, and then to see how happy you can feel by interacting with other people. And then instead of saying that you are wrong, we should explain to them why a certain behavior is considered wrong, rather than just saying, hey, you're wrong. We should explain things to them. And then we should not be passing any judgment while they're expressing emotions. So even if we are, saying that I don't think you're wrong, but if we just show it in our face, then they will not express it to us once again. So we should be able to let them express emotions without any judgment. And we should teach them how to handle anger and stress. And we should make them understand other people by teaching them empathy and by setting an example ourselves. And here is a small slide which talks about the different parenting styles. Okay. So we have about 3 different parenting styles. Okay. One is authoritative. Another one is permissive. And the third one is authoritarian. So what happens in authoritative is it combines warmth with boundaries. It will encourage independence while providing support. Permissive means they are mostly loving, very few rules, but sometimes that will lead to lack of structure. Authoritarian, what happens is they are like the strictest people possible. They don't want to listen to whatever the child is saying. They just want, they say, because I said so. Because I said so, you have to do this. That is it. That is the authoritarian style. But authoritative means it is a combination of both. So can you tell me what kind of parent you are? What kind of parent are you? Are you an authoritative parent or what kind of parent are you? Permissive parent or authoritarian parent? Or what would you like to be? You can just type in the chat box.
I mean, it depends upon the situation, madam.
That is true, sir. If they are
And
in the middle of some public place and then they are not listening to you, we are definitely authoritarian only. We are saying, I said so, you have to do this. That's it. But generally, when you are at home and normal circumstances, not extreme circumstances, but if you are in normal circumstances, what type of parent do you think you would like to be?
we like to be a very good parent, but sometimes we are not able to handle
So let's
this.
get to 1 and 2. Okay. Usually we're a combination of both. Almost all of us, isn't it? Almost all of us are a combination of both because we have extreme situations, we have regular situations, and we have different kinds of situations. So we cannot say I'm only this, but otherwise, okay, empowerment, empathetic. Okay, sometimes read to 1 and 2. Oh, this is a wonderful screenshot they have shared. Thank you. That is really nice. Murthy garu. Okay, very nice. So we are always a mix of all these things. That much I can agree. Yes. So in conclusion, what I would like to say is there is no perfect parent. There is no definition for a perfect parent. Nobody will say that this is the best parent on earth. Nobody is going to give us any kind of award or nobody is going to give us any kind of recognition. Rather, people will always start complaining and they will always give us advice, whether we want it or not. Even our own kids will give us advice and they will understand us only when they have kids. But then it is like, at least at that time, we get some kind of acknowledgement. But there is no perfect parent on this earth. That much we have to remember. And we cannot beat ourselves up and say, I'm not doing anything correctly. I'm doing everything wrong. I am screwing up my child. I am not raising my child properly. I have damaged my child emotionally. These are things that we always think about ourselves as parents or when you see other parents. But there is no perfect parenting. But what we can do is we can grow and adapt. As we have discussed earlier, that learning, unlearn, and relearn. These 3 things should always be there with us. Then we can always adapt and be a parent that our child needs. Okay. And effective parenting, it's all about balancing discipline, support, and freedom. Like we say, you have to walk the walk and talk the talk. If you are not doing what you are saying, your child will not listen to you. So when you are telling them, let us place limits, digital limits, time limits, then we have to definitely do it ourselves and show them. So we should always raise independent, well-adjusted, and happy children. So end of the day, the digital world is only a part of their life. It was only a part of their life. It is not their entire life. We parents, we are a part of their life. The digital world, it's a part of their life. Gaming, it's a part of their life. Social media, It is a part of their life. So what we need to try is, we need to try to make family a bigger part in their life. We should show them how much fun and happiness family interaction brings to them. And we should show them that family is the most reliable thing in this world, so that wherever they are wandering in the digital world, they will come back to us if they have a problem. And they should feel that this is a safe space for them, where they should think, oh my God, I have a problem. What will my mom do? She'll kill me if I call her. They should not have that feeling about us. What they should think is, okay, no matter what, my mom and dad, they're going to support me. No matter what, this adult is going to help me out. So even if I have done something really bad, or even if I'm into a very bad situation, let me go to that person and let me be with them. So that is the right kind of parenting in this digital era. Give them that safe space, give them that safe feeling, give them that empathy, and make yourself a part of their big digital world. That is what we can do for them. Okay, that is very, very important. And let me share one more handout with you, where it shares different tips, parenting tips. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to share this handout with you. All of this we have discussed in the presentation today. Okay, so that you can take a printout, or you can write it with your hand, or you can just keep it in your phone, and just look at these tips, so that it will help you out next time. If you face any problem or a situation with your children, maybe one of these 10 points will help you out. Being involved and setting consistent screen time rules and using tech together. That is a very, very easy thing that we can do. When they are using any apps or things that they are doing, just sit along with them, no judgment, no emotions expressed, nothing at all. And then you just see what they're doing, and then share a joke or something with them and say, hey, why do you like this? Or help me understand what is going on there. And then while you are watching it with them, you can teach them about online safety also. And then, when they talk to you, just start with simple things. You say, whenever you're talking to me, just look at me. Don't look at your screen. You look at me and you talk to me. Little things we have to say. So imagine when we are working busily in our laptop, and then our child comes and asks, hey, mom, I'm hungry. Can you give me something to eat? So are we actually taking that moment, looking at them and answering them, or are we looking at the screen and answering them? What are we doing? So first, let us walk the walk, then let us talk the talk. Okay. So I'm going to share this handout with you, so that you can use it at a later time. Okay. Share file. Okay. Handout 3. Okay. All right. So with this, I conclude my session today. I hope I have helped you all in your digital parenting. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask so that I can answer them for you. Over to you, Nazia, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a great enlightening session today. And definitely, we are practicing, as you told, many things we are practicing, and yet to realize and practice many more things, ma'am. Thank you so much. It was really a meticulous effort from you for so much information today. Thank you so much once again. And before we go to the feedback session, I would like you to post your Google review form, so that in the meantime, we would be doing that, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for reminding.
And people, yes, you're open for your feedbacks. Yes, Sri Bharat. Yes, you can go.
Thank you for this privilege, madam. So I have a sister child. His name is Jitwin. She's no so naughty fellow, but she's so cute. In all naughty things, very particularly like ரசிக்கிறமா இருக்கும். I telling something in Tamil. ரொம்ப ரசிக்கிறமா இருக்கும். அது குறிப்பா in my role is apt to their child. So eagerly play with me, fight with me, and enter with me. So many times, how can I face it? How can I challenge it? Means I give him little bit of my phone. But today's I learned some things. It's wrong thing. So don't use a mobile with him. So I uh, they eagerly waiting for play with me, not a phone. Today's I understand this training session, ma'am. Thank you so much for this training section. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sri Bharat.
Yes, sir.
And anyone else? Yes, ma'am. I don't know your name, ma'am. It's mentioned as Samson. Please go ahead.
Okay. What is there in the session is very important for the now digital. We are the digital parents, right? So we heard so many tips from mothers and grandmothers, and we confused a lot to what to follow and what to choose. So Lakshmi Andal Garu, this section made me my day very much. Why? Because I learned in a sometimes we don't know what is right and what is wrong. So through your session, I learned so much from you, and the note you given is very important for me. And I am the mother of a 1 year baby child. So from now onwards, I know what to do and how a parent will be. So I'm very thank you so much for your points. I listened your what a session, and can you send the note, whatever points, your PPT, can you share with me through WhatsApp or anything?
Sure, definitely. I will share it with you,
Thank
Ramya.
you so much, Lakshmi Andal Garu. Your session made my day. I learned new today. Yes, I feel proud. I've learned new today how digital parents. Yeah, we are all digital parents. We don't know. Just go through the mobiles, gadgets, and all. Way to cut that. Now I learned that way to use, way to not to. Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Your session is very wonderful for me, and I liked your session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
We could actually see the happiness in your face, ma'am. The takeaway and your happiness from your face is clearly visible. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm very much confused. We listened so many points from elders and mother-in-laws, mothers, but we don't know. And that time is different, and this time is different, right? I'm very much confused about how to grow my child. Now, if we use same, we learn from ourselves only, right? So I learned so much from you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Great.
It means a lot.
Great, ma'am. Great, ma'am. Yes. By the meantime, the participants, please fill the Google form, and I've done it, ma'am. Yes, Mohan Hari, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, sir. It was a wonderful session, ma'am. And previously, when we were discussing about the topics and the brainstorming sessions, previously, when Madam was today trainer, she was introducing. So we had a nearly probably half an hour or 45 minutes. I'm not.
Yes, sir. You were patient enough to bear with me.
We were having a very good brainstorming and within ourselves, and so many points we have been discussing, and we want to have a catchy topic so that today it was a digital, instead of digital parenting, digi parenting, like that way we have designed it. It was a wonderful session, madam, and you have rocked the show, and thank you so much, and keep rocking, ma'am. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes, today's chief guest, we can have you. Welcome, welcome, ne.
வணக்கம் வணக்கம்
Yes. Yes. Please say your opinion.
And ma'am, you took a complex and very relevant topic today, and it was so simple and practical and was easy to connect with. And your voice was calm and clear, and you presented every point really meaningful. I'm sure every participant, whether it's a parent or not, could take away some valuable from your words. Thank you for sharing your time, your experience, and the energy. Thank you, ma'am. It was truly a really wonderful session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Sir, please fill the feedback form.
Sure.
A name, Allurada Kranti. You can please talk.
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am have said both about positive and negative impact also on children's well-being. And also ma'am has said that given an example, live example of his child on online platform. So it help us to know how to safeguard our children from potential risks through online. So it was an connecting example to everyone, and it will help for fostering like digital experiences which we are having online. And that was very nice.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for being here, and kindly do fill the Google form as well, ma'am.
Oh.
Valsan sir, do you want to talk?
Right, ma'am, thank you very much, and it was a wonderful section and a great takeaway regarding your informations and the live examples what you have faced in your life also, and a lot of examples, lot of information which is all confused. Already the madam told that she was confused regarding how to take away our children, take care of our children. And really what we are all daily facing due to this mobile phone and the social media, really we are all also falling a lot of problems regarding this. And as I am also running the institution, I know well what are the things happening around the parents and as well as the students in our institution.
Yes,
so it is so useful, ma'am, and it is a great takeaway for us also. And I wish you all the best. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Valsan sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we would like to hear a few words from your side regarding Delta Entrepreneur Associations, ma'am.
Ma'am, the first time I heard about the organization, I was afraid to approach. And then I was thinking, this is what NTTS is all about. And this is what JCI India is all about. And why do I need to fear when I'm talking to my fellow JCs? And then I just said hi to Harish sir and asking him, requesting him if it is possible to conduct an online training program. And then the way he has responded and the way he has supported, and he was explaining to me about your LOM, and he was telling what an active LO you all have, and seeing all of you today and interacting with Harish sir, it has given me a lot of happiness. I felt so blessed to be a part of JCI India. And then I felt very happy to be interacting with you all, especially Harish sir also, the way he has guided me and the way he has supported me. And I know what a busy month this is for him and how busy you guys are conducting these many trainings, contributing to the JCI India training ladder. That is an amazing initiative. I mean, I cannot even think of conducting like a month-long program. And then you guys have done it for hundreds of days. I mean, like, how is that even possible? And the energy levels that all of you have. So I think it is because of JCI that we are all here together on this platform, different phases of life, different walks of life, different professions, and different ages, and everything is different. And yet we have that common glue among all of us, JCI. And once we say I'm JC, so and so, whatever your name is, the tagline that we have in front of our name, JCI, it's as if you have a PhD and you're calling yourself a doctor. So that JC gives you that honor to your name, and you have proven that spirit of JCI. Rise up is the theme this year, and you have shown that practically how to rise up together. So thank you so much for making me a part of your LOM, even for a brief time. I feel really proud to be a part of this program, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would like to call upon Mohanari sir. Just give a small, very short insight about Delta Entrepreneurs, because it's been running from past 5 years, and I would like to share this privilege to Mohanari sir.
Yes, thank you so much, Steph, for your kind privilege. And this Delta Entrepreneurs has been started by Ilangovan sir. He's the founder, and Mr. Gandhilanan sir. He was an general secretary. And on I hope on 51st day they have appointed me as a vice president. And till now it's going on. This has been created for a sake of helping the farmers in Delta, that is in the place coastal areas of Tanjore. In Tamil, we used to say this Tanjavur. So it was hit by a tsunami. And during that time, they were so devastated, and we want to help them like that way. So for helping, like giving them as education subsidies regarding the government subsidy, like that way we have started it. And as you all know that the JCs are like-minded peoples, so we join together. Everyone are from every different zones and different LOs. So as a likely-minded peoples, we join together, and slowly we have brought the training. And till now, as of my knowledge, we have empowered and created more than 250 entrepreneurs. So it's a small part of it. Since when I went for IEEES, so I want to give a opportunity to all our IEEES friends. So like that way, it has started, and everyone are getting benefit out of it with the help of all our LO presidents, and not only LO presidents, all the zone trainers, national trainers, and whoever want to improve their careers in training ladders, even after the completing their speechcraft also. We are giving an opportunity to empower themselves and enhance their knowledge. So this is a a small brief about the Delta Entrepreneurs. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much. Over to you, Steph.
Thank you so much, sir. And once again, I would like to remind that today's session is 1884th session of Delta Entrepreneurs Association. So great congratulations to the team as well. And shall we conclude our ID, sir, today? Okay, thank you. JCI India Zone 29, JCI Salem Sultan and Delta Entrepreneurs Association. Today's ID program is hereby officially adjourned. Thank you so much for this opportunity, ma'am. And thank you. We are very happy to know you here.
Same here, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And
Yes,
Telugu, Telusilla. Only Tamil. As I will teach you Tamil, ma'am, you teach me Telugu.
Definitely. We should do that. We'll learn
Sure,
fast.
ma'am. But
We
no
are all
bad
ready
words,
to
ma'am.
learn some thing, other languages, ma'am. Telugu also, right? And also Malayalam also.
I know we should all know all the South Indian languages actually. That will be so much easier. Maybe we should conduct a training program for that, Harish sir. Maybe for a whole week. Learn the basics of that language.
Surely, madam. We'll discuss and do it. And slowly, other than Tamil, we are encouraging only English language. So let's join together and flourish like an ocean, because it is an ocean of opportunities.
Oh yes, it is, sir.
Yes, thank you so much. And we are signing off of today's session. And see, madam has brought her 1 year,
Yes.
one
Baby. Laddu baby is here.
training program IOS has been achieved. So she's thank you. Good night. And I'm closing today's meeting. See you tomorrow. And thank you so much. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
sir.